Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into 1 inch then. I've not covered 1 inch for quite a while, to be fair. I was covering this every day. I don't know why I've not. I think it might have just got a bit boring or something and wasn't much happening with it after a level of consolidation. But we did have a target in the video there, a price target, and you know, coming back to it now, we have actually hit that target, and we're doing really well. Just drop that out there. That was a price target, and you can see it's actually hitting its head on our target just there from the previous videos. Just sort of toying with getting through that target at the moment, and it is acting as a kind of level of resistance right now. So given that fact that we did lay that target down from a previous pattern, I think it was, what was that pattern? It was an ascending triangle, wasn't it? Yeah, the ascending triangle, and we had the breakout target. I remember now, yeah, because we had that ascending triangle like that, and that was the middle, and it went up. Yeah, so that's the target. So it's looking good. It's looking good. We've actually got to that target. I know it's took a while, okay, but we have had these back tests off these EMAs here. You can see that this EMA right now on the daily time frame, it's a daily time frame, don't forget, is a little bit far away from that, okay? So you would potentially be looking, not necessarily financial advice or not necessarily a certainty, but you can see that we are hitting a level of resistance there. What you do need to see is 1 inch get through and back to sit support before marching on and taking out this high here, okay? But in my opinion, it's got very extended. I would potentially be looking for it to sort of roll over a little bit here, not necessarily crash, okay, but sort of hit this. You can see it's hitting it a little bit. If it was to get through it, I would expect a back test of support and just sort of roll over a little bit, just create a little, you know, consolidation, allowing this EMA to creep up and back to sit support, because the more you get extended from these EMAs, especially in the daily time frame here, the more you have that blow off top. Okay, you can look at this move here, look at that move there, that was right up there, and you can see when it gets extended and too far away, it rolls over, and then the EMA eventually catches up with it. So you are looking at that sort of very similar sort of price structure there, where you're potentially going to roll over, consolidate, and then march on and take out that high, allowing the EMA to creep up and back test its support and refuel these rocket ships. This is a really big impulsive wave on the daily time frame. You've had 1, 2, 3 mega waves there that have really pumped 1 inch up. Failing that, if it was to hit its head here on this level, this target as resistance and struggle to get through, you may see it roll here, okay? Just roll over a little bit like this and sort of consolidate a little bit and form basically a bear flag, a bull flag on the daily time frame there, allowing the EMA to creep up a bit like this, potentially just falling shy of a retest before marching on, and your target out of this potential bull flag, I mean, it's not even formed yet, right? It's not even formed yet. I've not got a crystal ball, but you can see this move here, if it does hit its head on that and acts as a level of resistance, struggles to get through, it'll look bad, and it'll start forming little red candles on the daily time frame. A couple of red candles, a couple of green candles, sort of falling back on itself a little bit. Looks like it's breaking down, okay, but actually it's not. It's forming something called a bull flag, and you actually have a target out of that bull flag, okay, which is there down to where you broke out. So once it's consolidated a little bit, because you do want to see these consolidation events, okay, in your projects, you do want to see these, because once it's consolidated, you have a breakout target. And let's say we can see into the future right now, okay, and we do see it hit its head just here, because it would be perfectly healthy to sort of slow down a bit, to be honest with you, given this structure and the length of these impulsive waves here. These candles on the daily time frame are very, very large. So if it sort of did do something like this, I'm not saying it will, and start to break down a little bit, that would be a bull flag, okay, and then you would have a breakout target, which would see you march on, refuel those rocket ships, get this up. The RSI is not too bad, actually. It's relatively high, but you can see it's got more room to grow, okay. You could actually pop out of that purple box and get to this sort of level here, which would see you just smash through that and get through that all-time high anyway. So, you know, you could potentially see a couple of days of consolidation here, and then a back test of support, allow this daily 20 EMA to creep up a little bit, get the pop out, and you will be looking at that sort of target right there now for 1 inch, and that's a future price prediction right there, based just off this possible bull flag scenario, and that will push you up towards $7, which is perfectly healthy for 1 inch there. But you can see it is sort of getting through a little bit. You got the little wick there, so it is sort of hovering around that area at the moment. I know we're only halfway through the day, but this is a mega wave. You know, you don't want to see things go up like that too much, because then it rolls over and the correction's even greater there. So far so good. It's making stride. It's marching on. It's got to a target. Okay, if it gets through it, back to sit support. If you do see that where it gets through it and back to sit support and sort of crabs along a little bit, then you are looking at that potentially taking that next high out, because it just looks so strong. It looks really, really strong, doesn't it? And we know it's a really good project as well. So, and we are in a bull market. And look at it. Look at the MACD actually. MACD is showing that it's got room for more upside there. Okay, so yeah, do keep an eye on it. The RSI could even go up even more. What we'll do, we'll have a quick look on the 4 hourly time frame here and see what we can see. So if you're not involved in 1 inch, I always say to people, you know, if you're looking to get involved in a project, always look for a retest of these EMAs to get involved, because they're great areas to buy. Okay, they're great areas to get involved. Just confirmation of support. And what's it got going on there? You're hitting that resistance of that high there, aren't you? That's what you're doing right now. You're hitting that as resistance. You've got that resistance there. So in actual fact, our target as well is a high level of resistance, and you can see that's what it's toying with. So again, what you do need to see is 1 inch get through that resistance. This is confirmation to the fact you do need to see it close roughly about, that's where the body of the candle is. You've got that resistance there. So you need to see yourself close, back test the support, consolidate for a bit, allow this 4 hourly EMA to catch up, okay? Allow the 4 hourly EMA to catch up, get through, back test support, like that, grab a little bit, allow the 4 hour EMA to catch up before actually attempting to take out this high. So at the moment, I would actually sit back and wait if you're not involved. Not financial advice for this EMA retest. Okay, because you are hitting a level of resistance there, and you know the worst case scenario is you will see it sort of fall back on itself and retest EMAs below this level of resistance right there. I'll zoom in, I'll show you what I mean. So you can see it's got the resistance. Okay, it's hitting the resistance. So what might be a play here, if it fails to get through it, you may see it hit its head for a bit, fall back for a little bit, and then the EMA creep up underneath and get the back test here, not up here. Okay, and that would be, in my opinion, a really good place to get involved in 1 inch if you're not necessarily involved already. Not financial advice. Okay, you can see here you got the bullish cross. Okay, you went up, you sort of back tested support, and then what you did the slingshot. Okay, you pulled the price action down, which pulls the EMA down. Okay, and you've done the slingshot here. I like to call it the EMA retest slingshot. So where you pulled the EMA together, and then you've got the catapult, and you've got the power. The volume stepped in as well, which is really nice. You got the power to actually take on that resistance level there, and hopefully smash through it. So do keep an eye on that level. You do need to see 1 inch close above $5.65, okay, on the 4 hourly time frame. Get that close above, okay, and then back test it as support, and then you would potentially be looking at taking out that all-time high there, which is at $6.32 for 1 inch. But yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking strong, because you may right now be forming a brand new impulsive wave there. Okay, that might be a brand new impulsive wave. So what we'll do, we'll drop a fib on that. So you've got your top there, and you've got your bottom, which is just there. Okay, so yeah, that will take you up to the high. So it's looking golden, looking golden. Again, do keep an eye on getting through this level here, this level of resistance, and closing above it. Good luck for anybody involved in 1 inch there. It's looking really strong anyway for continuation. And yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow in another video. Do take care. Bye bye.